Alrighty, good people. I'm out here for a ride again. Okay. Good morning. I'm great, and you? All right. Okay, so today, just on a little quick ride, run some errands, but want to chat for a second. I got some, this world is this world, and there's always going to be somebody in this world that's unhappy or just gotta bitch and moan about something. They just can't, they just gotta complain, they just gotta criticize, they gotta, it's the world. There's just people out there like that. So anyway, I want to address a couple things that popped up that I got confronted with. Let me fix my mirror so I won't, there we go. People criticizing me on putting all my business out there. And I just want to clarify a few things. One is that I'm not out here for no fame or try to get some type of notoriety from people and acknowledgments and attaboys and things of that nature. That is not my purpose whatsoever. I have quite a few things that I tend to do and get into, and I personally do a lot of research and try to figure out a lot of things and look at what other people are doing, and I spend a lot of time doing that. And after I've acquired this information and these resources and stuff like that, I'm a firm believer in sharing is caring. And so I like to take the things that I've gone through, the personal effort to research and come up with, and pass it on to others that might have the same situation or something along those lines, that they can benefit from what I've done without having them go through and do all that. I'm a very detailed type person. It's all in my scientific background and engineering, and I'm meticulous about a lot of things. So I do a lot of detective and investigative type work. So I know the average person doesn't do that. And I know that there's a lot of people out there that have shared with me how beneficial some of the things that I've decided to just chat about has been for them. And that gives me that beautiful, warm, fuzzy feeling inside that I love. Those endorphins pop up and give me self-satisfaction just because I know that I helped somebody out. And that's what I've done my whole life. I'm always out to try to help other people and be there for other people and let them leverage the resources that I have available, that I've been able to acquire. So my segue into vlogging is my way of sharing this information that I have acquired, and and saving, I believe, people countless hours of doing the same thing that I've done already. I've done the legwork. Now it's time for me to share it. So let's. I can go back a little bit. When I started to consider getting an e-bike or something, some type of transportation that I wanted, and I wanted to get some exercise. I wanted to get some things out of it. I started looking up. One of the things that came to mind was e-bikes, and the fact that you could hit the throttle and use the electricity of the bike to move it, or if you want the exercise, you sit up there and you minimize the electronic assistance called pedal assist, or turn it completely off and just pedal all on your own. And you can do that, and then when you get tired, you know you can get back with using the electricity of the bike. So there's a lot of big benefits to that. So I looked into that, and then I ran across, I was on YouTube doing research and doing product evaluations, trying to figure out what product would best be suited for what I wanted to do, and coming up with ideas and seeing what options might be available and things like that. So that's what I spent a lot of time on putting together data charts and comparing a dozen different products before coming to my decision. So like I said, I put a lot of energy into when I'm doing something, and people not aware of that. Only I know that. And then after I do that, I think it's just worthwhile for me to share that kind of stuff. But anyway, part of the process of me considering an e-bike, I got on YouTube and I was looking at other people that bought e-bikes and their process, and I was looking at different sites that had the top 10 e-bikes for the year and the best evaluation of an e-bike, and then I looked into e-trikes, and so they had the difference between e-trikes and e-bikes. And part of that process, I ran across one guy. His name, and I'll share that with you. He's quite popular in the e-bike community, but he started off in a different community, and his name is, or his channel is called Russ Is Right. And I came across his because I did a search on e-bikes for senior citizens or elderly, or people that are getting up there in age, which I am. I'm admitting it. I used to hate admitting it, but I am up in age. And so I looked, and he had a full-blown YouTube, what do you call it? I guess a segment in his channel where he discussed all the things that a senior citizen should consider and going for an e-bike or purchasing an e-bike, and all the things that are out there, and the benefits of, and the do's and don'ts, and things from a senior citizen's perspective on this. And so his video was very, very helpful, and gave me a lot of insight, and was right on the point. And he also talks about accessories and things that you want to add to your e-bike to make you safer, and I took lots of notes, and that's kind of why I started out immediately with everything in place. My helmet, my turn signals, my lights, mirrors, and phone holders and things like that. All that stuff, I had it as part of my inaugural ride. So anyhow, so I was quite impressed with how he put his thing together, and he does a lot of e-bike evaluation of different models, and does product reviews and things like that. That's what his focus primarily is on. But he was also very down to earth and chatting about life and things on, just going on, and taking bike rides and trail rides and sharing them. And so it was kind of nice. There were several others out there, but he's one that stands out. And then one of the things that he pointed out was that how he started his channel. At the beginning stages of his channel, I won't say how he started it, but he was documenting his progress of getting a total knee replacement. And so he went through his entire process, and his process was not like my process, almost the complete opposite. He had issues, and literally 2-3 years into it, he never got to where he anticipated he would get to after the surgery. Took him a good year plus to get to where he thought he would have been almost, just months after surgery. It took him well over a year, 2 years. And he never really got to the where I'm at in my recovery. In 2 weeks, I exceeded what he did and where he was able to accomplish in 2 years. And in fact, I don't believe he's actually ever got to the level that I'm at right now. So that is one of the reasons why I pointed out in my previous video that my situation is mine, and others have a completely different situation that occurs, and every person's different, every body's different. The physical body of a person's different, and the recovery process is different accordingly. So anyway, I don't mean to diverge too much, but he mentioned that his e-bike channel, which is what his dedicated channel is now for Russ is Right, was originally based on him getting a full knee replacement. And then after a year or so plus, he decided to get a e-bike to assist in his rehab from his knee replacement. And so that kind of put a bug in my ear, and I've always been on the border of getting a total knee replacement myself. And from years ago, I think I don't mean to repeat myself, but if those haven't seen the history, I was in a car accident 20 some odd years ago. It caused me to have arthroscopic surgery on both my knees because of a torn meniscus tears. And over the course of time, that eroded away, and I was diagnosed with bone on bone and close to bone on one knee and bone on bone on the other knee. And so anyway, I've been on the fence for needing a knee replacement for quite a while. But anyway, he had 100 and some odd videos that talked about his progress and journey over the first prior to his knee surgery, and then after the knee surgery, and his progress reports throughout. And so I found it very helpful, and it put a big, huge caution for me personally on not overshooting my expectations of my recovery because of his situation. I want to say his situation is not atypical, and my situation is not atypical. I'm on one spectrum in my recovery, and this is after the fact. I didn't know where I was going to be in my recovery, but he was on the completely opposite spectrum on his recovery. So, but anyhow, I'm saying all that because I was inspired by him, his channel for the e-biking, and then I got inspired by looking at his journey for the knee replacement, and then he now has a second channel that's called More from Russ, that's just talking about anything that comes to mind with him. So I literally liked a lot of the things this guy was doing and felt compelled to do not the same thing, but something similar, but try to, again, share the the research that I had gone through and the journeys that I was going through. So I wanted to share and document that whole process. His stuff was like 5-6 years old, so I wanted to do something current to date because some of the technology has changed and the procedures and even the rehab processes have changed a bit. So all that played into me wanting to create a documentation of my journey, and hence that's where I'm at now. But and I digress quite a bit because one of the things I wanted to point out was the fact that I was getting people criticizing me for sharing my personal life and sharing and being open about what I do and am doing. And so I that's how this whole thing's, that's the primary focus of this particular video is about, is combating the fact that I'm not doing this for notoriety, not doing this for just again, sharing is caring. And I want to share the things that I've learned and experienced and go through and all that. So there you have it. All right, I'm at my first destination now, and go ahead and I think you got the gist of my message here, and I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video, and then we can pick it up on another topic the next time around. Okay, take care. Bye.